Welcome to Pull a Pin Already, War Room Edition. Back again. I am Jim, and with me, as usual,
Your co-host Nate. What's happening, Jim?
Nate. I gotta tell you, man, I don't know what's going on, but I can hear some hissing in here. I don't know if that's you or me, but I can't wait till I get some of this stuff fixed.
I hear a
Good
little bit in
news,
the background.
yeah. Good news is I got internet on the way. The ground is marked, so I know the company's actually coming out. But I also don't want to get excited because it may be a farce. It may be like I'm just outside the extension and my internet keeps going out. I mean, so I don't know if it's going to get better, but hopefully it's better than this. But whatever this audio problem is, I hope it's not showing up because it's kind of a hissing. I don't know if it's on my end or yours, but
I'm gonna blame you.
what's that?
I'm just gonna blame you.
Well, that's fine as long as it's not a distraction for the show because we'll have to figure it out. And I'm also I don't know if I tell you this part either, but I'm going to be switching offices. I'm going to change my recording location, which may help or may not.
Going more
'Cause you notice-
undercover.
Yeah, because you notice I don't have my light on right now. Well, that light's become a real difficult thing to put on here, so I've got to switch and do all kinds of stuff. So, but anyway, that could be a while, so we're in no hurry with that. Anyway, enough admin stuff. How about you, Nate? How you doing?
Hey, been good, been good. How you been?
Good, good, good. So for all you guys out there who don't know what we do here, we pull some headlines off the mainstream media, quote unquote. The most reliable source in news is that CNN's slogan?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, anyway, so we pull it. It's not all from CNN, nothing, but we pull it off the mainstream media, and we talk about the headlines as if we read the articles when we probably didn't, because we know you probably don't have enough time to read them either. So we get to make up a story just like you, and we get to tie all those emotions up and pretend to be mad or outraged or whatever else we want to do, just like you. So why is that important, Nate?
Well, because we're average veterans and we've been around the world and we know everything.
Yes, and the truth about our information is what?
We've never been fact checked.
Bam! We love it. We love it. So, dare you out there to fact check us.
Disclaimer. Disclaimer though. Everything I do say is my fact, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I guess you'd have to define fact, right? Wouldn't you have to do that?
Whatever I say is my fact. You know. You know what the next fact is?
What's
Headlines.
that?
Headlines coming up. How about that fact?
All right, let's go to our first one here. One of the largest studies on masks ever confirms they were useless.
I have not seen this televised, so I do not believe this headline. No one is reporting on this. I guess somebody did because you found the headline, but
Well, why would they, Nate? Why would they report on it when they don't want egg on their face?
yeah, right.
I mean,
like when they say masks, like even those N94, 95, 96, whatever the hell they are,
yeah.
those are useless too. I mean, or just those.
Yes. They're saying it's not what you think it is. It doesn't do what you think it is. And this is, I think this study, I didn't read it all. I kind of heard something about it. But I think this study was based on all the studies, and they took all the data from the studies and determined what these studies actually figured out. And you know what they actually came up with?
That they're useless.
Well, not just that.
Oh, okay.
But you know what was useful?
Catching it and becoming immune to it.
Nope. Washing your hands.
Cleanliness. Imagine that.
They said actually washing your hands did more to stop the virus and the spread of the virus than the mask did. So, but it's no surprise. But you still see it, right? Do you still have people walking around in these masks?
Some people do, yeah. Not many anymore, but some people.
I see enough of them, dude. And I laugh too. And God bless you if you're watching. I don't think you will because I seen you in my church. But I saw a guy wearing a mask, and I guess his justification was his wife had the flu. So I think he was trying to be thoughtful not to do it. But the funny part about it was he's wearing his mask, and he's one of these guys with this big beard.
Yeah.
Like the mask doesn't even go over. What do you think? This whole spot under here is just magically protected by facial hair?
Or like the people that wear them but keep their nose exposed.
Right. I mean,
it's not mandatory to wear them anymore. If you're not going to wear it right, don't wear it. I mean, I understand when it was mandatory to wear, and people were like, "Okay, it's on, but I'm not putting it over my nose because whatever." But now it's like, it's not mandatory to wear in a grocery store, but you still have it on, and your nose is not covered. So
That's why I believe in when they say dude. It's a cult. It's a cult of fear. Because if you can't wear it right, or you can't find the research, or you can't logically think this isn't working, then you're in a cult. Then you don't want the truth. You don't want any proof. You don't want anything. You're just in a cult. And whatever, I hope there's membership dues so somebody's making money off your dumbass. But you know what's sad too, before you jump, because I know you want to jump to the next one. Before you jump, you know what's sad? And I seen it today in the carpool lane. The kids. 2 kids come out of school. Now, look, I don't want to surprise you and tell you what all the bumper stickers said, so you know what kind of people these are. But these 2 girls, and they come out of school with these cloth ones. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, not only you take it a step further, you already know, even your own cult leader told you that the cloth ones are garbage. You already know that it's damaging psychologically and physically your children, and yet you still do it. You do it in the name of what? Coexist, or just because it's the what is it, initiation of the gay mafia or something? Like what is going on with these people? That's worse than a cult.
what the hell did initiation of the gay mafia have to do with 2 kids in school wearing a mask? Anyways,
Well,
Jim, you're done. You're right now.
Yeah. That was those were the bumper stickers I wanted to tell you about, but I didn't want to tell you.
Yeah, imagine that.
But anyways, yeah, coexist. Let's move on. All right. Oregon becomes national destination for assisted suicide.
I guess it's legal there, huh?
I don't know. I remember a guy named Jack Kevorkian, right? Dr. Kevorkian. Was it Jack?
I don't
Dr.
know.
Kevorkian, that was a big deal and wasn't supposed to do what he was doing, but Oregon can do it now? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was illegal in the United States. That's why people go to Canada to get it done.
Well, right. That's what I thought too, but
But
apparently...
I'm fine with it. If the person wants to end their life for some reason, be it health, be it whatever, and I don't know. I don't know the whole rules and regulations of me as a healthy person. Can I just go, oh, I'm suicidal? Let me go get the doctor to kill me. I don't know how it works that way. But like if you're on your deathbed and you're not gonna live and you're a vegetable, why? Just let me go.
Well, but dude, see, I get it, and I agree with you. I'm a libertarian in that concept. Look, let them do what they want with their lives. But what I don't get is why would you pay a doctor bill to do this? Why not just step in front of the train tracks, or why not just, you know what I mean? Like, couldn't you do this for free and maybe collect on your life insurance?
This is probably a little more humane, and your family doesn't have to come find you in front of a choo-choo train. So,
Well, I'm sure there's humane ways to do it, dude. I mean, suicide's a popular thing in this country, apparently. You know what I mean? Why would you pay a doctor to do it? You know what
no,
I mean? Like,
usually you don't pay up front. Don't you get the bill after your appointment? So, I mean, maybe you're not.
I'm willing to bet this guy's not doing it for free, knowing what he's doing. I'm sure there's an insurance claim before the needle comes out.
Oh, okay. Just pay your copay and be on your way.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I don't get. That's the part I don't get. Look, I understand the whole dynamics of it. I know how difficult it is. You know what I mean? But I just don't. I don't know, dude. Anyways, I don't plan on using it unless I absolutely have to. I'm going to go out in fashion. You know what I mean? If I have the choice. If I get the choice, I'm going out with style. Like the guy that put the recording in his casket. You remember that story? I think we talked about.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, the guy put a recording in their casket so that when it closed, it played.
Oh.
Hey, let me out of here! It's hilarious, dude.
That's good.
Yeah,
Sense of humor. But I mean, I don't know if Oregon has any of this farmland.
Oh, right. So this one kind of chapped me. I think we discussed this too. But China bought up
All the time.
338,000 acres of farmland in 2020.
That's just 2020. I'm sure they have more than that. I don't understand how we allow. I mean, it's not illegal, so who's selling it? The government selling it? Is it private citizens selling it to China? You know what I mean? Give me more details on this. How?
Yeah, I don't get it. Period. Because I thought in a
China's
lot of other
government?
countries, well, China specifically, you can't go buy property in China. You're not allowed.
How do you know that?
Because go look it up. You got to be a Chinese citizen. You don't buy, foreigners can't buy property. That's in a lot of countries.
They don't have property. All they have is high rises anyway. So you probably buy
Okay, right.
an apartment.
Well, even my daughter, when I explained to my daughter, I was like, "Do you understand how hard it is to become a citizen in other countries? Like, or not become, to illegally just immigrate to another country?
Oh
You
yeah,
know how
right.
hard it is?" I mean, the refugees were doing it because there were so many of them and the countries allowed it. But I couldn't just go up to Canada and say, "Hey, I'm staying." They'd kick my ass out.
Mexico would
They'd
kick
just
your
let
ass
me
out
in
too.
it. Mexico too, yeah. And she's like, "Well, why do we do it?" I said, "That's a damn good question. Why do we do it?"
Why don't you ask your government?
Right. But yet people still complain. They'll complain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think we're in an era right now. People just are not happy because they'll complain about anything. They'll complain about what you do, you don't. And here we are on the show complaining, right? Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, maybe China bought the farmland so they could do this.
Ah, yes. This is one we want to get into. As U.S. searches for spy balloon remnants, China urges restraint.
If they would have just kept it over their farmland, they would have been fine. Or just restraint against who? The U.S. finding the remnants? I mean, what are they urging
I mean,
restraint against?
wow, where do we begin with this? Like, I don't even know where to begin with this. I mean, we could just ask what your opinion on this whole thing is, but I mean, first of all, it crossed the entire United States, where these came down and then
Yeah,
across.
this ain't the first one across the United States either, so it's not like it's one person's fault that they allowed it to go across. I just saw actually a thing on, I don't know, NBC Nightly News or whatever I was watching, where the four-star general of NORAD said there's been spy balloons flown over that we didn't know were there, and he said that's a big issue. So that they're flying over, they don't even know they're there. Our own
Well,
military don't even know they're there. So this one must have been
well,
too low in the atmosphere.
that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, wait, you know what? You say there were ones before, but I never heard of them. So this was reported by a civilian. So you telling me civilians didn't see the other ones?
Oh yeah, and so a civilian said, "Oh look, Chinese spy balloon." Like, what? The civilian didn't know what the hell it was.
No, but that's why they said put pictures up of it. They
Oh,
said this is weird. What is this? You know what I mean? And then the question is okay. So maybe they were flying higher out of visual sight of civilians, right? And maybe low enough that radar wasn't picking them up or something. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
But the problem with all this is, think about this. I think Japan did this. Japan invented these balloons or something like that. Japan did this as a tactic. They were going to release all these balloons in the United States and have them create fires and chaos.
So we make a big stink over this. Do we not have some kind of a China spying?
Well, yeah,
Shame
so
on them, but we can do it. It's okay. We're not gonna make a big thing about us spying. But if
no.
China
See,
spies, you know what I mean? It's,
you know what? You sound like CNN right now. I'm gonna lay into you for a second here.
go ahead, lay into me.
That's
Go
not
ahead.
that's not what this is about. It's
Okay,
not
okay.
about whether they're allowed to spy or not, because of
Not
course
about
everybody's spying.
not about double standard. It's
No, no,
okay.
no,
Go
no.
ahead.
No, I'm not concerned about the Chinese balloon spying. I'm concerned about how our government and military let it get that far. Like, just because they're spying doesn't mean we let them spy. I mean, you wouldn't like leave a camera in your bathroom and when you discover it, be like, "Oh, looks like somebody's peeking on me." No,
Yeah, well,
you take it out.
they couldn't shoot it down safely until I got over the ocean, Jim. Come on.
You're right. Why? Why? Because they knew what was in
Oh,
it. Now
no.
they're looking. Now
That's
they're
what we.
looking for what's in it. They don't even know
That's
what's in it.
that's what we were told. So
Oh my gosh. I'm just like thinking, like, you know what I mean? Have you ever seen in-flight refueling?
yeah, yeah.
So two planes could connect with like a long donkey thing they call whatever, and they put that into a plane and they both fly while refueling. You telling me we can't go up there and get a damn balloon? Like, can we have a hook on the bottom of a plane and
Yeah, right.
snatch the thing up and bring it wherever the hell we wanted to? Like, what do you mean we can't?
Too
I
dangerous.
get
We got to get all across America first.
like you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where to begin with this story. I mean, but
It sounded like it should have been an air assault mission. You just go down there, put a bird over top of it, and scoop it up and take it away.
right, or just the guy on top of a biplane up there with a screwdriver taking the camera off and letting the balloon just go away. Like, I mean, what? But you know what they say? They say that that's not. This isn't even the story. What they're saying is the story is that China did this on purpose right before our visit to show all of America what they can do.
Our
That's what
visit,
they say the story is.
our
It's like
visit
a
got
slap in the face.
our visit got canceled anyway. Supposedly there's another one up there somewhere too that they're tracking or whatever. So I was trying to send another one to see what they can do. We'll find out.
I don't know. At the end of the day, people are saying it's a distraction from the laptop. I don't believe that. I think it's more of a planned thing China did just to embarrass us, like they said, because it doesn't make any sense unless they're right. Unless they were trying to really spy, this one just got away and people actually saw it this time. For all we know, it could be like we could all look up and be like, "Holy cow! There's 300,000 of them," and one just deflated a little bit. So China's watching us every day, in our showers and everything. Well, and let me ask you this before we get out of here: Why do they even need this? Like, don't they have TikTok? Like all these kids are running around with cameras and data all over the place. What do they need a spy balloon for?
To make sure TikTok's working.
Yeah, that's what it is. The TikTok accountability. Well, I don't feel like working anymore, so we're going to go ahead and sign off on this episode and float on out of here like a spy balloon ourselves. Maybe we'll make it across the country before anybody recognizes us. Matter of fact, you remember that dude that flew away in that silver balloon thing, and there was a big news thing about it in Colorado, I think it was? Like, that dude barely got out of his own state before we were on that. But here, a balloon goes. Anyway, let me get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Nate, for showing up as usual. I got to thank you first because you are the most important. And thank you all for tuning in. Hope you come back. And if you're a veteran, come reach out. Join us. The website's like always on the bottom of the screen, except during the outro, if we remember.
Thanks for the reminder.
Get involved. And until then, gas speed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom. Go Birds.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.